Jay from Team DMA. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to be looking at a special scene in Dragon Ball Z. Now, you have thousands or even millions of animes, and and every day hundreds new animes come out, but this is special for Akira Toriyama's creation. And I wanted to touch up on a specific scene, which is like jam-packed with information and good positive, positive influence, and just kind of some of the and I would say some of the additives that you need to add to stir up like a pie, or I would say like a meal of success, kind of like the ingredients. And we're gonna be taking a look at this. And like I said, there's hundreds, if not thousands, or even millions of different animes, and hundreds come out every day. And this is one of the hundreds and hundreds of messages that Akira Toriyama gave us um, throughout the anime, throughout the series, and specifically Dragon Ball Z. Now, we could be addressing GT or Super or like the Doctor Slump or all the other ones that he made, even like the video games, like one of my favorite, Chrono Trigger. But there's a lot of things but that we can look at. But me specifically, I want to be targeting solely Dragon Ball Z because that's what I grew up on, and that's what the majority of time that I spent in my childhood watching, and it shapes you mentally and emotionally for the future to come. To some people, it might be like nothing, but for the people that has an impact, I'll show you an example. It's like, let's say for instance, like I've given people like free packs, free decks, free cards. To some people, it's nothing because they have a lot, so to them it's nothing. But when I give it to someone who doesn't have any cards, who's never had a pack, who's never experienced open something, especially as a giveaway for free, the gratitude and the impact that it has on them is like thousands and times more different, and more it has more of a good impact on his life and overall people around him for the rest of his life, because one person is just common to the other person is rare, and it's something very unique and close to them. So this anime is something like that to me, and something like that to a lot of people. Now, there's people feeling bad because they weren't able to meet the creator or whatnot, but to be honest with you, when you look at the life of the actual creator of anime, like everyone that exists, they're all under a lot of pressure, and they're all under a lot of health conditions, because there's a lot of pressure for them to draw the anime and then to finish it on time, and then they're getting a lot of backlash and attack from the fans. And I don't want to bash on the fans, but definitely Dragon Ball Z is one of those animes where Akira Toriyama let the fans take over, and I believe he should not. He should have kept it Piccolo, his favorite character, the main one, and then Gohan, which is supposed to be the main character according to Akira Toriyama. And who cares about Goku? But Goku was put on by the fans, but I don't want to rant too much about that because I want to keep going with the video. But we're going to be taking a look at here a scene that Akira Toriyama shows and has a change of mind and a change of heart. He himself together with the Dragon Ball Z world. So let's take a look.
Listen, you need to take good care of your mother.
Take care of Mom? But you can do that too, right? You can take care of Mom too, can't you, Dad?
I'll fight him alone.
Let's help you,
Finish this by myself.
to beat that big blob with
Trunks, you are my only son, and yet I haven't held you once since you were a baby, have I? Come here, son.
Dad, what's wrong? Oh, this is embarrassing. Dad, come on. Cut it out.
Trunks, there's something you must know. You've made me proud, my son.
So here we are. We're gonna be stopping it there. I'm gonna be fast forwarding through the series, so bear with me for this specific clip, and we're gonna be talking about it briefly. But basically, what's going on is the creator of Dragon Ball Z let everyone know, like, straightforward, the character his favorite and the one he least likes. And when he mentions it on the article, also physically and verbally, he says his favorite character is Piccolo, and I've done a little bit of a review on him. But then he says the character that he least likes is Vegeta. So this scene kind of explains why. So it kind of shows you the heart of Akira Toriyama and how he felt. So in this scene, Akira Toriyama is having a change of heart to his character that he least likes. He's making him a likable character. He's showing love to his own writing, like because some people, like, they'll create something and then they'll treat it bad. Like, they'll make their own car, or they'll make their own something, or they make their own food and they throw it away. It's like they make something and then they treat it bad. And some people can have, like, kids or a wife or a home or whatever you can have, but they basically don't take good care of what they have, whether it be their family, their friends, or whatnot. And here Akira Toriyama has his anime, and he doesn't do that. He takes care of his anime. So what he does is he turns a character that he least likes. He says he's useful, but he admits he's the one that he least likes. And you can see him changing, having that change of heart, because in this episode, Vegeta's never the same character. This is the episode where Vegeta crashes into a wall and Vegeta's supposed to die, and a new Vegeta is born. And what happens here is Vegeta's gonna fight Buu, and he tells Trunks, like, take care of your mother. And then he says, I have never held you before. Held his son, I'm proud of you, son, and knocks him out. And then from there, we move into another part of the clip, but let's take a look. So here we are. I already fast forwarded to keep it from, like, looking like I'm glitching it or something, but we're gonna do it a little bit more because there's still a little bit more of the clip. But we see here the interaction between Akira Toriyama's favorite character and Vegeta, his least favorite character. And what's hidden here in this episode, like, you'll live and you'll die and you won't realize it, but you have to analyze it. It takes a lot of wisdom and a lot of insight to look into some of the series. And like I said, I've created other anime before. Like, I actually wrote my own anime before, like YouTube and stuff like that. And I have some anime that I created that maybe in the future I might share it. And it has to do with like an anime world. And like I said, I'll see if I can share it later on. And there's a lot of people that have created anime, but they don't want to share it. I think YouTube is a good place, or you can use any other platform to share your anime. And if it's a positive thing, it's going to impact people and it's for good, then yeah, definitely it's a good thing. So here Akira Toriyama does something that flies over everyone's head. Like you have trillions and trillions of YouTube channels and billions and billions. I sound like Trump, and billions and billions and trillions. And basically the message, or the idea, the hidden message, generations live and die. Everybody watches it and it all flies through their head. Nobody knows what's going on. Nobody sees it unless somebody shows you, like in this case. And here it is. So basically, this is Akira Toriyama in Piccolo, and he's expressing to you why he doesn't like Vegeta. So I'm not gonna be pausing it anymore until the little part of the big clip ends, but I just want you to do this. Like, just try it as an exercise, because I know I'm gonna get a lot of backlash from my point of view. But to be honest with you, I'm not looking at it like the fans. Forget the fans, and I can get some backlash for that. But what I mean is, you need to stop thinking inside of the box. You need to get out. You need to get out of the box, because your mind, your thoughts, and the community, the media, everything can be controlling you. You need to get out of it. You need to look at it out of it from an outer perspective. So I'll show you a good example before we move forward. So you can have two people that are fighting. One person says he's right, the other one person says he's right. So they're fighting, right? So nothing's gonna get solved because they're inside of one box. So in order to solve the issue, you need someone from outside of the box to come. And on the left side, you have a person that says the car belongs to him. But the other guy says, no, the car belongs to him, but he has legal paperwork that states it's his car. So they're going to fight. It's not going to be resolved because one of them could be a thief and the other one can be the actual owner. So there's no resolution there because it's two sides of a coin. It's the negative and the bad. It doesn't have a resolve. So in order to fix the problem, you need to have a third person, which is outside of the problem. It could be a policeman or it could be anything else. And what he does is he looks like a judge. And you could be like, don't judge no one. Well, in this case, it has to do with the laws. And what you do is, okay, you analyze it, not citing the one that has the paperwork or citing the one who doesn't have it. You're just outside citing and doing what's right, the law. So what happens is the outside source can be outside of the fight and he can say, well, the guy on the left is the thief and the guy on the right is not, because the guy on the right has paperwork and the guy on the left does not. So the guy on the left has to be arrested. So there's no longer a fight. It's a resolution. So that's what we're doing here. You don't want to look at it like a fan perspective because you're in the fight. You're in the fight. You're trapped. You can't do that. And also, you can't look at it from Piccolo's side of view or Vegeta because you're in the fight and you're going to see it as an anime. And once you're trapped, the message will fly through your head. You cannot see it. You're blind. So in order to see it, you have to do what I said. You have to get out of the anime, get out of the fans. Forget the fans. Forget you qualify as a fan. You need to stop and you need to get out of the whole thing and you need to see it from outside. You need to see it from the perspective of Akira Toriyama. So once you do that, what's going to happen is Piccolo is Akira Toriyama. In this point, he's sharing his heart through the voice of Piccolo. Akira Toriyama's talking. And he's talking about his character he created, which is Vegeta. So he's saying, Piccolo's my favorite character. I like him because of this. But then he's saying, you that I created Vegeta, you're my least liked character, and this is why. And that's what we're looking at. So imagine that Akira Toriyama is Piccolo because it's his favorite character, and then the one that he least likes, and he's going to explain why.
You know that. You'll die, you know that. There is one thing I'd like to know. Tell me, will I meet that clown Kakarot in the other world? I'm not going to lie to you, Vegeta, although the answer may be difficult for you to hear. This is the truth.
Here we go.
Goku devoted his life to protecting the lives of others. Because of his selflessness, when he died, he was allowed to keep his body and travel to King Kai's planet. You, on the other hand, have spent your life in pursuit of your own selfish desires. You've caused too much pain. When you die, you will not receive the same reward.
You see? So there you go. So Akira Toriyama explained it, but it passed through people's head. No one understood. They're going to live and die, never see it. No one recaps it. No one talks about it. No one explains it because everybody's looking at it like a fan. So because you're in the fan, you're in this battle. You're in this moment. So it becomes an anime and you disconnect from the message. You don't know what's going on. It flies through your head. You're thinking of the anime and you miss the whole point. So Akira Toriyama was speaking through Piccolo and he explains why he doesn't like Vegeta. And what he says is, so Goku's not his favorite character. We know that. His favorite character is Piccolo and Gohan. So Gohan is a character that he's the son of Chi-Chi and Goku. And he has special powers, and he's just selfless. He's just like, he does everything for others, and he's just kind and nice, right? He's generous, he's sweet, all the good things, all the good qualities. But he's not like proud or any quality that would lead you into a negative path. He's not like that. And he's different than like Goku because they all have like a motive. Gohan doesn't have one other than the creator created him. And Piccolo does have motive. He's there representing like a backbone of the whole story and making sure that all the characters are bind perfectly and there's harmony. So Piccolo is Akira Toriyama, I honestly believe. And people are gonna say like, well, didn't you say he was also Trunks? It's like, well, when you create your own anime, you can put that, you can put yourself into all the characters. But there's certain characters on animes that don't stand out as much. They're kind of in the shadows in the background, but in reality, they're the ones that are the main characters. Piccolo is a main character, and I would say without Piccolo, no one comes back because he's the reason for the Dragon Balls. He's the reason why they went to Namek. Like, there's a lot of reasons between Piccolo. Piccolo is the one that motivated the Z Fighters, helped them in the Saiyan saga, helped them in all the sagas. Piccolo became Super Namek. Remember, Piccolo's always there. Piccolo helped train in the Buu saga. Piccolo's here. Piccolo's always there. He's the backbone. Him being gone, it just the whole series falls flat on his face. Gohan too, because without Gohan, they die faster because Gohan's always saving them from dying, right? And so is Piccolo. So here, Piccolo tells Vegeta, you see, Goku might have been chosen by the fans, but he's still okay because everything he does is selfless. He doesn't think about himself. Everything he does is for the people and to help out the world, like the community, the world community. But then he tells Vegeta, you are not like that. Everything you do is for yourself. You're selfish. You don't do it for anyone. You do everything for yourself. And you cause too much pain because of all the bad things he's done. And because of that, you won't receive the same reward. Right? That's what he said.
Oh well, so be it.
What's Vegeta up to, Piccolo? He's crazy! He won't make it! That monster is gonna eat him alive!
For the first time, Vegeta is fighting for someone other than himself. Controlling his own fate. You are a fool! I'm going to crush you and throw you into the wind! Trunks, Bulma, I do this for you. And yes, even for you, Kakarot.
One of the Earth's greatest warriors has vanished in a blinding flash of light, having made the ultimate sacrifice for the sake of his loved ones. His name was Vegeta, a proud Saiyan prince.
So there you go. So that's going to be the end of the video, but even the narrator explains, and you can see in Vegeta there was a change. he's no longer the same Vegeta that he was. He's dead, and then he was now a new person. And that recapping the video and ending it is very similar. This is why Vegeta is my favorite character in Dragon Ball Z. So if you look at it from a Christian perspective, because I am Christian, it's very Christian like. It has the same they're the same. The same situation is going on in the fact that you gotta let that old self that's negative, that it's not good, you gotta let them go. You gotta let them die, and you come back as a newborn, as a new person. And basically taking an opportunity here to thank Akira Toriyama for some of these special messages that you can see here, but also thanking God for doing that to me, because if it wasn't for me being born again, then I would never made the channel. Nobody would ever be getting any free things, free cash, free decks, free packs, free cards. Nothing that I do, I would do it. Everything I do it is because of God. So before I end the video, the real message here is that when a lot of people see this episode, or they see any episode that exists of someone doing it, in reality, it's just a foreshadow of the gospel. If you don't know what that is, you can look it up. But it's the Bible, and it explains that God sent His only begotten Son, that He died for our sins. So He died for His friends, and I'm sure Akira Toriyama, because a lot of people read the Bible and they're inspired through the Bible, but they don't tell you it's the Bible, but it comes from there because the ideas are exactly the same, like a mirror. They just use a different name, but basically the Bible explains that God sent His Son to die for us, to die for all of His friends. And if you believe Him, you'll have eternal life. And the only thing about this message that is incorrect is that atonement. You can't atone. You have to let God atone for you, which is Jesus died on the cross for your sins. If you have any questions or concerns, you can let me know. But I wanted to touch up on this episode and a quick recap before I end it. Great message. Vegeta, turning point. Akira Toriyama speaking through Piccolo. And then you can see where he had a change of heart, Akira Toriyama, which is the least character he likes, Vegeta. He changes him for the better. He tells you why, and then he changes the character. So that character actually becomes one of his favorite characters. In the beginning, it was one of his least liked, but now there was a change of heart in Akira Toriyama through his favorite character telling his least liked character, and having that character die, and then being born again as a better Vegeta. And Vegeta is more like Piccolo now, but he can use Piccolo more than, he can use Vegeta more than Piccolo, because Piccolo, as the scenes progress, he's going more and more in the shadows, but he kind of passes that torch to Vegeta, and you can see Piccolo passing down the torch to Vegeta, because now Vegeta's in that place where he can help others, because Piccolo is not a main character, he's in the shadows, but Vegeta is a main character. And here I can see Akira Toriyama reconciling with the character that he likes the least, and he's talking through the character he likes the most, which is Piccolo. And there's a passing of the torch to Vegeta, and then Vegeta is finally in that position to help out the I was gonna say Dark Mission, to help out the Z world, the Dragon Ball Z world. And it's a very special moment. A lot of people that see this cry. And if you're wondering why you're emotional, why you cry, is because it's actually the gospel hidden in this. A lot of people don't see it like that, but I do. And people think why am I saying this? Or maybe I ruined it by saying it. Not really, because if you like getting free packs from me, if you like getting free cash, free decks, or you like my channel, and you notice I don't make anything about myself, that is because I'm Christian, and I give it, everything I have, everything I do, I give thanks to Jesus Christ. He's the one that does it, and I can see that message here like in stone, and it flies through people's heads. So if you never noticed some of the scenes in Dragon Ball Z and like they fly through your head and no one understands them, no one teaches them to you, or you want me to reflect or help you see something further on a specific scene or something, you can contact me and send a message and I can do a review on something that you want me to do. But I can see things from the outside perspective. So before the video ends, next time you have a situation and you can't quite grasp it or understand it, use that examine it from outside lens, like I said. Like try doing that, and what you're gonna start noticing is you're gonna see things in a different way. Because like for example, I gotta end the video, but for example, I've had a lot of people who hate me together on YouTube and in my life. Like I'm full of haters, like left and right. People hate that I give things for free. People that I give free things to, they hate it. I giving people money. I giving people a lot of things, and they still hate me. Like they hate me no matter what. And the one thing that I notice is I don't live to please people, because you live your whole life trying to please people and you're never going to accomplish it. You're going to live and die and you can't make people happy. So you have to be yourself. You have to be yourself and you have to be genuine. And then you have to have the motivation to help out the community however you can. And some people are not going to like it. Like sometimes I tell people good morning, or I'll tell people like, people tell me like, hey, I need this and I need that. And I give it to them and they don't want it. And you might be wondering why. They're telling you they need it, but they don't want it from you because they hate you. So those are people who are full of hate. So all of that is negative. And you might be wondering, why do I bring that up? Because there is people, I've met people who hate Dragon Ball Z, or they hate Yu-Gi-Oh, or they hate something. Like I like Dark Magician, some people hate it. Like there's always going to be different perspective, different points of views. And the thing is, you don't have to worry about all that, or even yourself or anything like that. What I've noticed is just be content with yourself and help everyone you can. And you'll notice some of the people are grateful for the help. And those are the people that you were meant to help. They needed your help. The people who are not grateful because you helped them, those are the people who you're not meant to help. And there's nothing you can do. You just move on. And that's what I do. So don't concentrate on the haters. They're just there as they're just there as a seal of approval that you're successful. You have to have the haters. But the people who support you and the people who are appreciative, those are the people you have to remember. Those are the people why you're doing what you're doing. So Akira Toriyama had an impact on millions of people, including myself. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't like. Like a lot of people say they don't like certain episodes or the show. They don't like the Dragon Ball Z movies. They don't like this. They don't like that. And that's because it's not meant for them. It's meant for a different crowd. And I have to end the video. But for all the people who feel bad about him passing away, I would tell you this to encourage you. Remember, you still have the fans. You still have me. We can still connect. We can still keep the anime alive. We can still keep his memory, his ideas, his helping motivate the people. He never did pass away, because the message and the main purpose of it, is still alive in the fans, and that would be everyone that likes Dragon Ball Z, and we can work together. And I have to end the video. I'm so happy that I created my own anime while Akira Toriyama was alive. I'm gonna continue my own anime, and I would like it if an outside source, like if an outsider or someone who's seen the anime, did a review on my anime, like season through each season, and tell me what they like or something like that about the anime that I created. I'm gonna be continuing the anime pretty soon. The video's gone way too long, but there's just so much jam-packed in this small clip. And so with that being said, you guys, thanks for tuning by. If you like it, leave a like. You can leave your own ideas and your comments on the perspective on Dragon Ball. And I don't really care if people like the Dragon Ball franchise or not. I'm doing it because it's an important message, and I'm going to do it regardless of what people think. And for the people who have been touched by it, so have I. And you guys, God bless. and take care. I'm gonna end it with that.